Is it check outside, Brian? We just want to share. Just finished an amazing weekend of doing communication course at Landmark, and I had such an incredible journey into discovering some things about myself, and I had such incredible conversations with people who I didn't know, who were complete strangers to me, but they had such an impact on my life. And I just wanted to share. I had a very random talk with Brian. We just went
This is Brian.
for this is Brian, this is Paul. And I just want to share something with you, Brian. Like when we went for dinner, and we were supposed to go with you, and you stayed behind. And I went with Brian. And I remember like we were walking, and I felt like you just don't like me. I felt
Really?
yeah, I totally like. I was like walking. I was like, oh my gosh. Like I felt like you just upset because you were supposed to go for dinner with Paul, and like I kind of
You third wheeled it?
I was and I was like walking, like I don't know what to say, like I feel like I'm just so upset. I was like, oh, and then when we sat down at the restaurant, there was we had a little assignment to do during the break, and that assignment was everybody has a certain what they call like a point of view. And what's the point of view? Like, Paul, how would you?
Well, point of view can be in many different areas, but essentially, whenever you're having communication with someone, you sort of say you're butting heads. You get caught in a thing called a point of view, where and Brian kind of elaborate on that a little bit there with how you see the point of view.
Well, it's ultimately, it's a way that, in childhood you learn to relate to yourself and to life. So and it becomes like a box that you live in, and it's a very disempowering box, right? So it really impacts your whole life, because it's how I view myself, it's how I view the world. If that's not an empowering point of view, then obviously there's going to be all kinds of impacts and ramifications of that. And most of the time, for most people, they don't even realize they have one. So part of the power of the course is you discover, okay, what is that point of view that I'm looking at the world from? I'm looking at myself from, that is really disempowering me and having me not be effective in life or shut down in certain ways, etc. And until you actually discover it, then you have an opportunity to be free of it, and to see life and to see yourself like free of this kind of filter and constraint.
Yeah, and I mean that filter and restraint never really goes away. It's constantly there. But because you discover it, you can then discover when you're in it, and then you can take a step back and reassess, and then go back into the communication and resolve the problems that are in front of you, or the problems that you've created with your own point of view. I think that would be
Exactly.
You get to be responsible for it.
responsible. That's a great way.
Up until then, it's been in your blind spot.
It's just like, exactly. Like just discovering your blind spot. And that was like so powerful, but also the impact when you shared with me what your point of view is. It was just so vulnerable, and it just like, I just saw you like who you are, like it just changed in an instant.
Your point of view,
my point of view. It was.
He doesn't hate me after all.
Yeah, no, exactly.
himself,
Because just like the way you share it with me, I don't know if you're willing to share that, but that was so powerful for me. Like that moment of you opening up to a stranger with something so vulnerable about what you discovered was running your life. It just changed just in an instant, like everything for me. I just I felt that immediate just connection, and
it's the vulnerability.
It's
behind
the vulnerability behind it, and like I discovered, like when you shared what your point of view is, like I just saw you like
as I am,
as you are.
Yeah, with nothing in the way, and that's what for me why I'm in the work, and why I would call somebody like you and say, hey, like this program's really awesome, and get in here and give it a shot because of that.
Exactly. It was very, very powerful. And during this weekend, like that's exactly what I found out. I found out like what I was completely blind to. Like it was there like big wall that was just separating me, like I to a point when I just couldn't speak at all, and I didn't know that it was there. What was it? And just discovering that source of separation, just becoming conscious to it, it just disappeared. It just went away. Like I feel so different. So it was an amazing weekend.
And it will be back, and now you'll know when it's back, and you'll be able to step away from it, and as
just
Brian said, be
getting-
responsible for it.
And another thing, what I found out during this weekend, it was, I always feel very hesitant to share, especially personal things or vulnerable things. But everybody during this weekend who had the courage to share and open up, like you, Brian, like you had an impact on me. What you, like your story that you told me, like had an impact on my life. What you shared about you had an impact on my life. And everybody in a seminar, and so many people came up to me and told me how I impacted their life. So it's just,
Oh, you're up on the
just-
mic quite a few times, impacting for sure. It was awesome. Yeah. It impacted me listening to you.
Really?
Yeah, oh, for sure. Brian, same thing. Like, you get really related to what people are sharing and where it shows up in your own life, and you get to really realize that we are really all the same, and we all have these point of views and these issues and the things that stop us from really accomplishing what we want to accomplish life and having the love and infinity with others in our lives too, right? So
I so got
it's
it.
the beauty of it. Yeah.
I absolutely got it. Like I felt humanity, which would sound like so cheesy to me before,
Yeah.
but I totally like I felt it. I
Yeah.
felt it, just like this connection.
Yeah, you don't have to hide anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like you can
Yeah.
just be vulnerable and be out
Yeah.
there in the world and share. Like I share with people in coffee
Yeah.
shops, I share with people all the time, and I really have in-depth conversations with people that are like, at the end of it, they're like, "Wait, what did I just tell you all that for?"
Yeah.
You know, so it's it's great.
One of the things, I really discovered, in the last few years is vulnerability and strength.
Mm.
Like, I'm not afraid to be vulnerable anymore. I'm not afraid to share myself anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just like where before it was a source of weakness or something, it was a source of strength.
Mhm.
Like, I got no issues with it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm able to connect with people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like, like I said, I never met you before in my life. And I'm comfortable like, sharing what I shared with you. Because I know it will make a difference.
Yes.
Right? Because that's the only access to really connecting with people and really making a difference.
Yeah.
Is the willingness to just, be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And if you're not afraid of being vulnerable, then you can do that
Yeah.
in a heartbeat.
And
And then you're really communicating with people.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And then you're really coming from that commitment of sharing yourself with people and the commitment of helping people understand that we've all got our stuff that's going to get in the way. And, so,
Yeah. No, it was great. It was great. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.